so me and Dr. Charles are gonna do what he just taught me to play. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good. That's good.
Woo! If you know this place sitting on the corner of 5th and John, it's the Illini Hillel Center for Jewish Life, but what you may not know is that it's home to the only fully kosher cafe on campus. Let's learn more about Cafe Sababa. I totally agree. Valentine's Day used to be such a bigger deal in elementary school. Now that you're in college, you're in class for 8 hours on Valentine's Day. No one's giving you the little chocolate hearts in class. It's not the same. What's the toughest thing about being a dog on campus? Okay, so we're gonna play a game. Is this
Go Buckeyes!
Oh, okay. Wow. Can you do your best fraternity guy impression?
Yo, who do you know here? All right, hold up. All right.
And Trump's emergency order also hit close to home this week. Members of the Champaign-Urbana community took to the streets on Monday afternoon as one of the more than 200 President's Day protests around the nation.
When do we want integrity? When do we want it? Now!
Signs were held, horns were honked, and chants were sung on Monday as a group marched through Champaign protesting President Trump's emergency order on the southern border.
I'm here because it's been 2 years of feeling like the Constitution has been trampled on. And I'm very upset that somebody can claim an emergency and then go play golf for 3 days in a row.
But the nearly 100-member group, which was sponsored by Bend the Arc CU, faced its share of counter-protesters.
Making our country great again is fighting you guys.
But those in the group, like Unbeloved, felt their voices needed to be heard.
My children are half Hispanic. And so when we say stuff like we don't want brown people coming in, that's what my children are going to face, that kind of resistance growing up.
And I'm actually walking along with the protesters right now as they march toward the municipal building in downtown Champaign, all the way from the Champaign Public Library, where 4 speakers share their thoughts on President Trump and his emergency order. One of those speakers was U of I sophomore Agris Marie, a Puerto Rico native who thinks there are more pressing issues than a wall on the southern border.
That is definitely a terror.
I just want to emphasize that we have other emergencies in our country to worry about, and he's trying to build a wall to keep people out.
And the pro-immigration message of the protest seemed to be resonating with those who marched, including 10-year-old Benjamin Diaz.
Everybody should be welcome here. The United States is supposed to be a home for all, not just the people who live here now. Everybody should live here.
In Champaign, I'm Stephen Cohn, UI7 News. And outside of a few people voicing their support of Trump's efforts, I didn't see much backlash from anti-immigration groups at the protest, but we will continue to keep an eye on this story as it develops. With hundreds turned away, more than 2,000 community members filled the Great Hall at Krannert Center for Performing Arts on Wednesday night to hear one important and lasting message from a 98-year-old Holocaust survivor and war hero.
Be engaged.
Martha Cohn served as a French spy during World War II in the 1940s, and joined the intelligence service for the First French Army and posed as a German nurse.
As they pass away and getting older, and you can have things written down, you can Google it, but there's nothing like having a person that was actually in the situation speak.
The event, sponsored by Illini Chabad and the Office of the Chancellor, was put together mostly by Chabad Rabbi David Teichel. The planning began over a year ago when Teichel read some alarming statistics.
I was so happy you can make it. Welcome. There's an article I read recently that 2/3 of millennials don't even know about the Holocaust. A third of the youth in Europe don't believe the Holocaust happened. So just in that itself, to meet someone who lived through it.
I'm actually in line right now to get Martha's 2002 book, Behind Enemy Lines, signed by her. It was the gist of her lecture tonight as she looks back on the past and also what we can learn from Nazi Germany.
When we look at university campus, people say, oh, I'm upset about this or upset about that. You look at the political system, you look at anything in the world that gets you upset. You can look at Martha. She isn't getting upset. She took action.
And as Cohn travels the country sharing her story, she has one takeaway for her audiences.
One person can make a difference, but you have to work on it.
Hey, you upset that the Cubs lost? Yes? How upset? How upset are you?
Very upset.
That's really sad. The Cubs season's over. Tommy's upset.
This is the worst thing ever.
But the Brewers are still playing. I'm in a great mood. Let's go find out what U of I students think about having to wait again until next year.
How are you feeling about it?
It was rough. I mean, after the Brewers loss, my expectations were not extremely high.
Frankly, I think they deserve to lose they deserve to lose the division. They deserve to lose a wild card game.
You know, I'm saying we got a lot of talent, but it was just inconsistent, you know?
Hey, you a Giants fan? I'm sorry. They didn't make the playoffs. You know who did?
Fire Joe Madden?
I would.
You would?
Yes.
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 Blow it all up. Blow it all up.
Go Brewers, am I right?
Yeah, I'll say go Brewers. I'm rooting for the Brewers in this playoffs.
Are you upset the Cubs lost?
Yeah, I am. It's brutal. 13th inning, right?
13th inning. Guy knows his stuff.
Cubs lost. How you feeling?
You know,
We keeping Joe Madden?
I'm recovering. The
Yeah.
World Series is going to be the Brewers.
Hey, you hate the Cubs? Do you hate the Cubs? Hey, who hates the Cubs? You're a Nationals fan? Are you sad about Bryce to Chicago?
I mean, my brother likes baseball a lot more than I do, so...
Oh, no.
We had 95 wins. We beat the Brewers 11 times during the season. Why is that not the tiebreaker?
I also have a family who really like the Cubs, so I enjoy arguing with them.
Yeah, well, at least you hate the Cubs, like...
I mean, it's kind of whatever for me, but I know a lot of my friends were crying, so I mean, I guess I'll be sad too.
I cried a lot.
Last time they won the World Series, I never heard the end of it for a year, so I'm still bitter.
We had to keep Joe Madden. We're getting Bryce Harper. I don't know either. That's always next year. So, are you sad the Cubs lost?
I don't really care that much.
But